The cross-country team achieved a big accomplishment never before seen in Davidson history.
Cool to Care is here, but things are different this year, where you can donate.
And the very first parent-teacher conference are happening at the end of this week. All that and more, DTV News starts right now.
Voting day is here and all the polls are open for one of the biggest elections of all time. People are lining up at the polls to have their say for the next president and much more. Good morning, America. I'm Jillian Tate.
And I'm Morgan Welch. There's been a major change this year with voting, and many people already voted in America before Election Day. And they're using absentee ballots. Our very own Drew Ritter has more info. Drew?
You are absolutely correct, Morgan. In Davidson Township, 1/3 of citizens have already requested an absentee ballot to vote before Election Day. And for the township, keeping those ballots safe is a #1 priority. With the changing of the seasons, so is the possibility of a shift in power in our nation. But the question on everyone's mind this year, how can we guarantee a safe election?
What we have in Michigan is absentee ballots, and it is not early voting, it is not mail-in voting. Absentee voting is the process by which somebody can vote an actual ballot, same ballot that they would have in the precinct, but they do it in the comfort of their home, or they can do it here, and they can either mail it or drop it off.
A popular misconception this year is that there has been a widespread fraud with the absentee ballots, but it turns out this is not the case.
So as you can see, we have a drop box right here, and it says right on here, attention, insert absent voter applications and ballots in appropriate signed and sealed envelope only. So you also have the camera, smile for the camera, wave at the police officers, and this is chained to the wall right here. Aha. It is an excellent system. I can absolutely assure you that it's safe and secure. The ballots that we receive in, we have to make that very clear in our reports that this ballot has been received. So we receive in these ballots into our QVF, which is a qualified voter file, where all of our voter registration records are kept online. And then those ballots are then secured in a locked file and room, and then on Election Day they cannot be opened until 7 a.m. per Michigan election law.
And there's another safety check that has to be done before the ballots can be counted. All signatures must be double-checked before they are put into a computer system for verification.
We also have a MasterCard with that signature on it as well. So if those two don't match, then we contact that voter and have them come in, give us an updated signature card if it's a matter of their signature having changed. Then, when the ballot is received, not only do we compare that signature on the ballot to the application to vote, we compare it to the one in the QVF digital file. So there's 3 checks that we make with that signature. And trust me, we are making a lot of phone calls because people's signatures change.
Voting absentee doesn't have to be hard. It's a safe way to vote during these trying times. Some would even say,
it's that easy.
Thanks, Drew, for that behind-the-scenes look at how absentee ballots are kept safe. Drew will also have another report tonight on how counting all the absentee ballots will work. Check it out on our social media pages. Finally, don't forget to get out and vote. Polls in Michigan are open until 8 p.m.
Moving over to sports now, there's another huge race going on in Michigan, and Davidson's right in the middle of it. And this race will be run on Friday, but has nothing to do with voting. Mason, who's running and what is it all about?
It's our boys cross-country team, Morgan, and it's for all the marbles. They're going to states at Michigan International Speedway to win it all. Good morning, Davidson. I'm Mason Palmentier. This is the first time that our cross-country team has qualified for states back-to-back. This team is led by Brady McArdle, Brady Corkins, Ian Forrest, Kenny Minto, Chase Baker, and Parker Austin. Kenny Minto and Brady McArdle were named to the regional team, and the boys qualified this weekend in the regional championships in Saginaw. The championships race will be Friday morning at Michigan International Speedway in Brooklyn, Michigan.
It's that time of year for for giving back and making a difference in the members for your own community. Cold Care started yesterday and will be up until December 8th. Students, all you have to do is grab those cans of food and non-perishable items, and if you aren't going to use them, bring them into the security desk to the front of the main office. You can also donate through eFunds on the district website. For every 2 food items or $1 donated to the eFunds, your name will be entered into a raffle where you can win a gift card. Remember, this helps those within your community who's in need.
Coming up in sports, how our Cardinal football team did in their matchup against their rival Lapeer.
And what other sports teams are competing this week?
Hey, want some water?
Hey, you shouldn't share food or drinks during cold flu season. You can get others sick. Hey, did you wash your hands?
No, why do you care?
Let me tell you why. When you go into the bathroom, you do your business and you come out, you can get germs by not touching anything. If you wash your hands multiple times a day, you can avoid getting sick and others around you sick. Hey, you know, when you're coughing like that, there's actually a more healthy way of coughing. When you're coughing in your elbow, it actually decreases the amount of sickness spreading around.
And then some. Davidson is going for the upset.
With that strong arm.
The varsity football team put on a big show last Friday in the first round of the playoffs. Good morning, Davidson. I'm Mason Palmentier. The Cards hosted the Lapeer Lightning as they played for the second week in a row and made sure not to disappoint Cardinal Country. Collectively, Davidson had over 400 yards of offense, with Sullivan making up for 300 of those, while also passing for 2 touchdowns and rushing for 1. Carter Kreideman also got himself a touchdown on the ground and in the air. On the defensive side, Davidson allowed 172 yards and just 1 touchdown, with Harry Unger leading the charge with 2 sacks and 6.5 tackles. Will Watkins also got himself involved with 1.5 sacks and 6 tackles, and Clark Hamilton snagged himself an interception in the process. All in all, the Cards had a great day at the office, and they're hoping to continue their hot streak this week against Rochester Adams, which GTV will be airing live. Set to our Charter Channel 191 or our YouTube page GTV News this Friday to watch. As fall sports and regular seasons come to a close, playoff season's already here. The volleyball team has a districts matchup with Fenton on Wednesday at 5. The winner will advance to the district final to fight for a spot in regionals. On Thursday, the girls swim team has a meet at Lapeer, and on Friday, we have more teams in playoff action, with the football team playing Rochester Adams in the second round of districts, and the cross-country team heading to states. Good luck to all our sports teams in action this week. That's all for sports today, but what kind of weather should our teams be expecting this week, Jack?
Thanks. It's been cold this week, but it's actually going to start warming up this week. So for today, it's going to be a high of 56, a low of 46, partly cloudy. Well, Wednesday, it's going to be a high of 66, a low of 49, sunny. And then Thursday, it's going to be a high of 64 and a low of 47, cloudy. And Friday, it's going to be the highest of all, a 67 with a low of 49, mostly cloudy. I'll send it back to the desk.
To keep up to date on everything Davidson, head on over to our website, DTV News, for the latest articles and information about your community. You can also check us out from your phone on any of our social media pages. Find us on Instagram and Twitter at DTV_official, and head on over to our Facebook or YouTube page at DTV News.
Students, if your grades are low, you might want to have a talk with your teachers before they talk to your parents. Thursday and Friday will be virtual parent-teacher conference days. On Thursday, conferences will be from 4:30 after school to 7:30. Then on Friday, schools will not be in session as conferences are from 10 in the morning to 12, and then pick up again at 1 to 4. So please, if you have missing work, get it in as soon as possible.
Next week on Tuesday and Wednesday, students will get their pictures taken for the yearbook. On Tuesday, November 10th, in-person freshmen and seniors should dress their best for pictures beginning at 10 in the morning. Later that day, virtual students from the same grades will be photographed at 2 to 4. On Wednesday, November 11th, in-person sophomores and juniors will also pose at 10 in the morning, followed by virtual 10th and 11th graders at 2 to 4.
You know, Cool to Care this year, I'm super excited that we get to help out as we do every year. It makes me feel really good to be able to make this difference in our community.
It's actually a lot of fun. It's really hard work, but I love putting in time, and I love even the sorting and organization of it all. It's really just a lot of fun for me. I don't know why.
It's also aesthetically pleasing.
It really is, honestly. Thanks for watching, Davidson. Have a great day.